Hi guys, we are Buddy Fit Glasgow, and we haven't done this in a hell of a long time because I've been ridiculously busy sitting in the library for 22 days in a row, and Corvi has been dead.
L.
So as you can see, there is a Buddy Rare death case there. This is Corvi's build for Darknsss Dragon World Black Dragon.
Spectral Strike. As you all know, Set 5 came out. When did it come out?
Friday?
Friday?
Last Friday? Week ago.
A week ago. It came out a week ago. So there are some additions into this. I have changed the build quite a lot. I feel it's more consistent, and
I like it a lot more.
I like it a lot more as well. It's just we'll just get in it. So
start off with the size 1s.
Size 1 monsters.
Obviously, there are 4 of the Buddy.
4 death gaze, as usual.
Pretty
self-explanatory. It's a 6/1/1 pay 1 gauge spectral. When this destroys a monster, deal 2 damage to your opponent.
Simple.
Pretty straightforward.
Next up,
this is called Death Ruler Avria?
Go with that, yeah.
So, Avria. We'll just say Avria for simples.
Just say the Death Ruler. The thing.
Yeah, what this does is it's obviously it's a size 1. It's a 1/2/1, but it has no call cost. But what it does is when it's destroyed by an opponent's card, it deals 1 damage to your opponent.
So that's even through spell, monster, whatever.
Effect, anything.
Just whenever it's destroyed, it's going to deal your opponent 1 damage.
Yeah, exactly.
And that burn could stack up.
Exactly, and like it's so good because you place it in the center, attack for 2. Like if you're going first,
it's a first turn solid play.
It's a first turn solid play because you go cool, attack for 2. And then they'll need to destroy this somehow, so then that's just another damage that they're going to have to take to do anything to me.
Unless they want to bounce it back to hand.
Yeah, and which a lot of decks can't do at the moment.
Apart from Magic World.
Yeah.
I think is the only thing that can actually logically do it.
I feel that this is a very, very strong new addition to the deck. And this
even though it's not Black Dragon.
Even though it's not Black Dragon.
I think it complements the deck fairly well.
Yeah.
So next up we have
3 Death Ruler Gallows. I know this isn't a lot of.
This isn't
Black
really
Dragons,
Black Dragon, but it's based for Black Dragon.
It is based for Black Dragon,
and these are absolutely gorgeous.
3 Death Ruler Gallows. I like Death Ruler Gallows for the same reason that everyone likes them.
It's the life gain.
It's the life gain. Yeah,
there's nothing. Really
pay 1 gauge, size 1, 2/2/1. And it's got Shadow Dive, so even if there is a big thing in the centre, it swings round it, deals 2 crit, and you heal a damage. So things like...
It's a win-win situation.
I really like the card so much.
And it's really pretty.
And it's very pretty. I was going to get 4, and then I realised that I wasn't going to have enough space for 4.
And then, now I think about it, you might have space for 4.
No, because there won't be enough space for 4 because I need 4 of this.
4 of the actual Spectral Strike thing?
This is Spine Chiller. Black Dragon Spine Chiller.
It's a 3/0/3.
You can't really see it. There we go. It's a grade size 1, 3/0/3 Spectral Strike 2, so when it destroys a monster, and that's just...
It's free.
It's free. It's no call cost whatsoever, and it's a Spectral Strike 2. Spectral Strike 2 is so strong, I love it so much. And with link attacks as well, like
say you're playing Danger World.
Like things like Ninja and Magic can't nullify link attacks that well, and it's free and it's just so good.
Like even if you're playing against like such Danger World, like they can't nullify if there's a monster in the centre.
Yeah.
You just stack everything, call 3 them, that's 6 damage, they can't do anything about.
Exactly. And which stacks with the spell that I've put in as well.
Yeah, which we'll get onto later, because we're talking
so 3 of them, but I do want 4 of them.
Because it's stupid.
And they're only £3 for some reason.
Because someone plays Black Dragons.
To me. Bruh.
Bruh.
Standard.
Hurricane.
4 Hurricane.
Spectral Strikes 2, no call cost.
No call cost. Size 2, 6/1/2.
Pretty simple.
Spectral Strike 2. Self-explanatory. Yeah.
Lastly,
Lastly,
the gauge of the deck. Well, part of
the gauge. 2 Death Ruler Wizards. Now we all know what this does. When it's summoned, it's a mandatory effect, so you have to do it. You take a damage and gauge 2, and it's a 2/3/2/3. It's also, if you don't have the Avria, it's also a very solid play because it's a 2 crit and a gauge.
And the life doesn't mean anything.
The life doesn't mean anything at that moment in time.
Because there's gallows who you can just gain that life back.
Yeah, it's a very good card. I was running it at 3, but it just got cloggy, and I was just I wasn't being able to summon it if I was on 1 life, etc. So
moving on to the spells.
Right.
4 of
the best
stupid mandatory card that should be played in every Darkness Dragon World deck.
4. Every Darkness World deck should be playing this card at 4, and it's Death Grip. It's
a pretty SP.
I've got 4 of the SPs. It's so pretty, and it just needs to be played at 4. It's so good. It's a better pillar. It's pay 1 gauge, counter, destroy size 2 lessers on the field. It's
so good.
It's like battle phase, cool, pop the main thing that you need. Really,
Tetsuya.
Like Tetsuya, Daimyo's Dragon, Blade Wing. It's such a good card, and I don't know why anyone would want to run it less than 4.
It's just needed at 4. It's just stupid.
Yeah.
Not stupid,
but that's stupid.
Needed.
4 Midnight Shadow.
Which is, it's effectively a Solomon Shield where your opponent, you can negate an attack if it's not a link attack.
Yeah.
That's it.
And you don't, it's not restricted to having a Monster Center or anything.
It's just the link attack restriction.
Yeah, just the link attack. Counter, nullifying attack. Simple, effective, very good card. Run it at 4. The draw of the
draw
deck.
Power.
Best Symphony. Now, this is a great card because even if you're going first and you pull one of these into your hand, I usually keep it because by the time I've probably used, say,
most of your hand,
Wizard in most of my hand, and then they go into their turn, I don't want to use like Shadow Mirror, Midnight Shadow, and my Nullifies just yet because I can go into more plays afterwards and I might need it later on. And then I'll probably be on 6 life, pay 1, gauge, draw 2.
Simple.
Such a good card, and I don't know why anyone would run it less than 4. I feel it's a very strong addition to the deck, and it definitely needs the gauge.
It needs the draw.
The draw definitely needs it.
Every deck just needs that plus. It just helps so much in every single deck.
Black Dragon Shield.
It's effectively a green dragon shield.
Yep.
But you have to be attacking the person and dealing damage.
Yeah. So if I'm taking damage, I cast this.
If there's not a monster center.
Yeah, if there's no monster center and I'm taking damage, cast this, counter, reduce all damage to 0 and gain a life.
Simple.
It's simple, effective, it's a very good card. Free crit, Nami, gain a life, it's amazing. I'm also thinking about running the other Death Shield, but I've still to playtest that in this. 4, Dark Energy.
Oh, now, the bane of my life.
The bane of your life. Now, the reason I play 4 of this,
because it's silly.
For people that don't know, this in a Spectral Strike deck is fantastic. Now, you can only cast this card if one or more monsters on your side of the field would be destroyed. Pay 1 gauge, counter, choose one of those monsters, nullify its destruction, and for this turn it gains counterattack. Now, if you were looking earlier on at all the Spectral Strike monsters, they all have
tiny
defense, but such high attack.
And this is the reason.
And this is the reason you use this, because it counterattacks. It usually slaps back whatever the other monster is, and then they're taking damage on their turn as well as losing monsters. It's such a great card. Again, don't know why anyone would run it. If they're playing Spectral Strikes, I don't know why they would run it less than 4. It's such a great card and it is definitely needed. Free Devil Stigma. Now, Devil Stigma decides when it likes me or not.
And it always hates you.
Always hates me. I've been one. It's a great card. Don't get me wrong. It
can nullify an attack almost.
During the battle phase, or whenever you just can't cast it during the final phase. Counter, destroy a monster on your side of the field. If you do, put 2 cards at the top from the top of your deck to gauge and gain a life. Now, if people are about to destroy your monsters, then you just go
cool, counter.
If you have enough hand to like put more monsters down on the field, you just go cool, counter, destroy my monster, gain gauge, and gain 1 more life for you to struggle to get round.
And it misses. It means your opponent misses an attack as well.
And they also miss an attack. It's great. It misses their timing of the attack and just screws them over. Now, this card hates me.
You never see it when you want it.
Never turns up when I need it.
And then you open up 3.
And then I open up 3. And it's just absolutely horrid. Like, it's an amazing card for the deck and it needs them, but it just absolutely fucking hates me. And I've been debating about cutting it to 2, but every time I cut it to 2, I'm just like, I need that third one because I never get it.
I personally like 2.
Ever.
But I don't. I play a different deck.
Yeah, like, it's a great card. It just got a bad omen on me. A new card.
Which is a very good addition, which you don't realise
you won't realise until you play it.
Until you play the deck. Because I thought about it and I was like, no, it's fine, leave it out. And then Corvi put it in and I play tested it for a minute. And I was like,
it's needed.
That's when it's going to be useful.
Yeah.
And it always came up and I was just like, yeah, cool.
Crisis Field. Now, what this is it's a pay 1 gauge. It's a set card. All monsters with Spectral Strike gain 2,000 power. Now you're thinking,
oh, that's terrible.
You're thinking, well, it's not terrible, but when would you ever need that? All the Spectral Strike monsters have at least 6,000 or more, and you're thinking, meh, you're just going to link attack something big anyway. It's not always the case.
It's when
this deck struggles against things like Mayful Taker that have 8,000 defense
and
demon as well. This card guarantees me 2 attacks if I've got Hurricane and say Death Gaze. It guarantees me 2 attacks to kill it. So that's 2 more.
It guarantees you 2 attempts.
It guarantees me 2 attempts to kill it, and that's then 2 nullifies if they want to use them to get rid. They have to get rid of. Like, I feel right now that this is a great card to add in, but I wouldn't run it any more than 2 because it would just get cloggy. But
it does stack.
It does stack, so I can have 2 and it will gain 4,000.
You don't need.
But 20. I won't need 10 because
you just need to get. You just need to reach that 8.
Massive. I just need that 8. And there's also a lot of sideboard stuff that you can take this out for if you're playing something like Magic World who don't have like high defense, etc.
High defense at all.
2 Black Revenger. Now, basically what this is a continue for Dungeon World. It's a pay 1 gauge. Take a size 2 and a size 1 from your drop zone and put them into your hand. Simple. I'm not running it at 4 anymore because it clogs. Plus, the deck mostly evolves around grade 1s.
Yeah.
As you can tell.
The targets aren't there for the deck enough.
Yeah, exactly. And right now at 2, this is only ever turned up when I need it, and that's what I want it to do. I don't always want it in my hand as a backup. I want it to turn up the turn that I need it, and that is what it's consistently doing for me, and that's why I'm only running it at 2.
And the last card in the deck.
My last tech card for spells is the Guillotine Cutter. Now, why I run this is because everything now runs set cards and items. Most decks, most competitive deck.
Every solid, strong deck will run a version of a spell or a weapon.
Exactly.
Purgatory Knights run even both of them.
Yeah, they run both as well. So if you're going, say, second and they've put out an item and swung, you go, cool, Death Wizard Dragon. I take a damage gauge 2. Counter, pay one of those, destroy a spell or an item, a set card or an item. Now, so that sets back their plays already, and they might have to fish for another item for ages. I personally side another 2 of these. I think it's a great card. I don't see it.
It's not needed
viable
at more than one.
At more than one right now. Exactly, Sam. It's not needing more than one right now, and
there are decks that you're going to take out against, and then there's decks that you want more of.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what sideboard's for.
Yep. And the last 2 cards.
Slow
Painfall. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, Gargantua Dark. Like, what's so special about that? Nothing special about it. It's not exactly the greatest card in the world, but if you can pull it off, it's very, very satisfying. Pay 4 gauge, destroy a black dragon on the field, deal 4 damage to your opponent. You can only cast this if your opponent has 4 or less health and does not have a monster in center. It's basically just Gargantua, but destroying a monster as well. It's not great. It's just very pretty, and I play it in this right now for fun. But if I was to play competitive, I would take impacts out of my deck completely, if I'm honest with you, because there's a lot more things that I can put in, like another gallows, another spine chiller.
Yeah.
Like, there's just so many.
Another item destroyer.
Yeah, just another guillotine as well. Like,
it just gives the deck options.
It just gives and more consistency.
Like the impact, it can work. Great, it deals 4 damage.
The deck is very gauge heavy though.
Yeah, that's why you're never going to play it unless you need it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's no point in having it there.
Yep.
You're just going to gauge it. If you see it first turn, it's gone.
No, it's gone.
It's an easy gauge.
Yep. That is my Spectral Strike deck profile, everybody. Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed.
We hope you enjoyed the video. We are back.
Pretty much for good now.
Pretty much for good, unless
somebody dies.
Yeah, don't say that. We are pretty much back for good.
We've actually got time now.
We're
Corvi's alive.
We're pretty much freed up. I'm free from illness.
I'm free from exams.
Melrose is just Melrose.
Melrose is the Melrose.
Yeah, he's still kicking about. He will be helping us as well. We will be doing a deck profile for one of his decks soon. Because he got
probably later tonight, to be honest.
Yep, he got set 5 editions as well. So, yeah, hope you enjoy, guys, and see you later.